So this is going to be a quick review on this Neo telescopic aluminium ladder. It's 2.9 meters high, and I bought this for my vans, and it's just about the right height so I can get up onto the van roof and look at the solar panels, clean them, or whatever I might need to do up there. And it's a pretty light ladder. I'll give you a weight of it in just a minute, but yeah, I can pick it up with one hand, so it's not that heavy. Right, so let's get it unboxed and see what we've got. Okay, so what's the easiest way to get onto this box? I thought I'd just let you know that I'm not sponsored. I bought this ladder myself off Amazon. It cost around £60, and I bought it specifically to get onto my van roof. And I thought I'd just let you know what I thought of it, in case you're looking to buy a ladder yourself. A little bit of instructions, and a couple of, I don't know, some little plastic bits. Find out what those are for a bit later on. Let's try and figure out how to do this without reading the instructions, because we know we love instructions, don't we? So we just got the tape on the bottom there. If you're new to using ladders, towards the end of the video I'll give you a couple of safety tips so you don't go falling off your van roof. Okay, put that to one side, get rid of those bits. This looks like it's pretty straightforward. Oh, I see. So these little clips here, these look like they are spare ones of these. Not sure if that's a good sign. Are they saying that these break? I don't know, but there's 3 of them spare inside here. Okay, and then so we got the ladder, and again, I'm not going to read the instructions yet. I'm just going to unclip it here, like that, and okay, pretty straightforward. Don't think I need instructions. Okay, let's just see. So I'm thinking these are probably, so I'm thinking they're probably lift up in 2s, maybe. Yeah, so you could kind of leave a space there if you wanted to. That is pretty simple, and I'm guessing we just push these 2 in to release it. That goes down pretty easily. Okay, okay. That is pretty dandy easy. Makes me think I wish I got one of these years ago. Right, so you can see anyway how that works. Pretty simple. I hit my roof. Right. Now, to be honest, this feels pretty sturdy. I mean, I know it's got a bit of wobble in it, but yeah, on the whole, I'm feeling this is going to be pretty good. So I'm going to take this outside and see what it's like trying to get on the roof of my van. All right, let's just close this down again. There we go. Okay, so you do need to clip it back up, otherwise it's just going to open up. So just put that clip back on. That is pretty straightforward. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with this for 60 quid. It's just like, yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm good. I've got my scales here, which I use for my flights, checking my suitcases. Just going to see how much this thing weighs, because I don't think it's very much. So just pop that through there, put that onto there. Like that. Turn my on button on. Okay, on. And that's now ready. Lift it up. So that is 6.2 kilos. There we go. Show you that. 6.2 kilos. Hopefully that's come out. And there we go. So let's take a look at this ladder outside. So you've got the clip on the back. Just unclip it like that. And then you can just literally pull it up. Now I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, so I wanted to try it out before I gave a review on it, but it's so easy. You just pull it up and it's just done. I mean, yeah, I mean, how easy could that be? And there we go. That's it. That's the top of my van. I'm really happy with that. And when you want to close it down, you want to just push these 2 clips in. You want to start from the bottom and just work your way down. Just letting it come down nice and gently. Okay, try not to squash your fingers, because if you let go, it will fall down really fast. So you just got to let it come down nice and steadily. This is kind of the only way to do it, because if you just, I showed in the last one, I'm just holding my finger here, and it closes down slowly, like that. But it's so easy. I wish I got one of these years ago. And if you just push them in, it just drops. So I didn't really want that. So I'm really happy with that. It's a really good little ladder. Now I must say, these sunny days like this, it's playing havoc with my camera. You've got this white van and a bright sky, and I got dark stuff around me. But anyway, I thought I'd just show you how well it reaches to the top of this van. So this is the Volkswagen Crafter. Okay, open this up here. So let's take a look at how easy this gets to the top of the van, so you know if this is sort of ladder you want, if you want to use it for a van like I do. So I'm just going to pull it up so you can see how easy it goes up. Just make sure that they do definitely clip in. So only thing I'd say. And there we go. Now I've just put some tape on the top of my van just to protect it there. But that is just about the perfect height. You can see that there. And that's good and sturdy. Now it's got nice rubber feet on the bottom, which I like. Just show you those. Hopefully you can see those. Maybe they're in focus. But they're rounded and they're nice and rubbery and nice and grippy. So I really like that. So that's really good. Another thing I would mention is these clips on the side here. You want to just make sure if you're climbing up, you don't push upon them, because you can release the ladder. Okay, so you just got to be careful you don't do that by accident, because you don't want to be stepping on it and then suddenly it goes down. So just make sure that you don't go pushing those clips. Also, I put the ladder the other way around initially, and I put that clip up against the van, or it was touching, or I was a little bit further along the van there. And it just meant that when I leant on it, the ladder moved a little bit and it just unclipped that clip. So just be careful. If you've got these touching anything, there's a possibility they could unclip them. So don't push it up against anything like that, because it's going to unclip it. But for me, this is a perfect height for my van. So yeah, I really like it. It is good and sturdy. I mean, there's a bit of flex there, but to be honest, it's not much difference to my other aluminium ladder, which is a fixed kind of ladder. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now, when it comes to safety, you should always set your ladder at the correct angle away from whatever you're leaning it up against. Now it does tell you an angle, so it says set the ladder at 75 degrees. Well, kind of, I don't know, I haven't got a protractor to check if that's 75 degrees, but a good rule of thumb is go 4 foot up, so there's about 4 foot there. For every 4 foot up, you go 1 foot out. I mean, that's what Google says anyway. So 4 foot up, 1 foot out. So the higher you go, the farther you go out. But basically, you want to keep your ladder at the kind of angle which mine is at now. Now, just a little safety tip for you. One of my friends just recently, he was doing some work in his garden on a tree with a ladder. He fell out the tree, he's broken his shoulder bone, he's broken his collarbone, cracked a rib and punctured his lung. And he was airlifted to hospital. So that kind of brought it home to me. You don't want to be falling off the ladder, because it's a long way down. And this ladder does slide quite easy on the side of the metal roof. So what I've done is I've just put a strap through this beam here. And I just put it round, and then I've just been putting it around top rung here, pulling it through here, and of course I've just been pulling it nice and tight, so there's no chance that that ladder can move. Okay, so like that, just pull that down tight, and now I know that there's no chance I'm going to be slipping, or that ladder's going to slip, I'm going to fall off. There we go. And then that's good and stable, and I know I'm nice and safe, and I'm not going to be falling off the roof. So that's a good safety tip. I would highly recommend that. So much so that I'm actually thinking maybe I might put something, some kind of clip here where I could possibly clip it to when I'm actually, you know, once I've finished the van build, I might have some sort of clip here where I can clamp it to make sure it is secure. Because if you're on unlevel ground and you want to get up on the roof, like I say, it slips very easily. Not because the ladder's wobbly, but just because the side of the van is quite wobbly and you've got to step to the side to get on the roof. So just a little safety tip for you. You don't have to do that, but don't go falling off your van roof. It's a long way down. I've also just put a couple of bits of tape on the roof here just to protect my van. Helps to stop it from sliding around against the surface there. And obviously I don't want to be damaging the van roof and scratching it. So, you know, a little tip for you there maybe. So I bought this ladder specifically to get onto my van roof and fit my solar panels and the MaxxAir fan. If you want to know more about those, you can click on the links in the description below. Now, like I said, there's a little bit of writing here telling you some important information, as there always is. Some more important information over there. Let's have a check out of that. It says, caution, keep body centered between the side rails. Do not reach over. I mean, I think we know that when climbing ladders. Do not climb, stand or sit above the second step. Okay, yeah, I think we know about that. Always face the ladder and use both hands when climbing. Always maintain at least 3 points of contact with the ladder. Yeah, again, I think we probably know that. Maximum security position, the ladder 75 degrees to the ground. And then it says basically do not place anything underneath the ladder, so don't sit it on top of something, pretty obvious. Don't put it on oil, wet surface, pretty obvious, don't do that. Don't stick it in electricity cables, again, that's pretty straightforward. Do not use the ladder as a bridge, I think we probably know that. And do not extend the ladder above 1 meter above whatever you're climbing. Now that's quite important, that one. So another important safety tips regarding ladders is that when you put your ladder up, you don't want the ladder to be too high. I only ever put it maybe 1 rung or possibly 2, but that's only if I got it strapped down. Because what tends to happen, or what can happen, is that as you climb up the ladder and you come to the top, you push on this part here to keep you balanced. Now the problem with pushing on it here is it then acts like a pivot. So as you push your weight here, it pushes on the bottom of the ladder, and the bottom of the ladder can slip out. And then the higher you come up the ladder, the more that effect takes place. And then obviously like this, all my weight is now pushing on this here. And it's very easy for the ladder to then just pivot away, especially on a short ladder like this, because it's not very heavy. So you just got to be very careful that you don't put the ladder too high and you don't go leaning on it, because that way you can fall off. Now I've got it strapped down, so there's no chance it can move. So I would only put it a little bit higher if it was strapped down and it can't move, because then if you do lean on it and it does slip, then it can only go as far as the strap, which is just a little tiny bit. So one scenario could be that the ladder falls down and you can't get off the roof, or the worst case is the ladder falls over and you fall off with it. So just be really careful. Good safety tip. I'm always especially careful going up on roofs and making sure that I don't lean on this part of the ladder which is up higher. I always try and keep my weight out away from the ladder, because that pushes the bottom of the ladder in. So as you come up like this, I'm kind of pushing the bottom ladder in. As soon as I start coming over like this, I'm doing the opposite thing. I'm pushing the top of the ladder, and the side of the van acts like a seesaw. It pivots and the bottom can slide away. Anyway, little safety tip for you. Hope that helps you out if you're climbing up the ladder onto a van roof, because you don't want to be falling off your van roof. And of course, the very last one is do not exceed the weight limit, okay, which is 150 kilos. I mean, I'm at 88 kilos. I'm unlikely to be carrying a couple of suitcases up, but it is something to be aware of. And of course, oh, I think I missed that one. Don't climb in the rain. Again, pretty obvious, can be slippery. So yeah, on the whole, very pleased with this ladder. I think it's a good buy. So that just about wraps it up for this Neo ladder. I'm not sponsored or anything for this. I thought I'd just put it out there, happy with it, recommend it. And if you want to watch more of my videos on how to convert this crafter into a camper van, don't forget to click on that, subscribe, ring on the bell, share me with your friends. If you want to get me a cup of coffee, you can always click on my coffee fund. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.